This type of land will have you wasting time and money. Steep hills. Recently, I bought a lot whereas it has a steep hill going down, right? So with that being said, it starts out flat in the front and then it has a steep downhill, okay? And lots in that area were selling between $40,000 and $50,000. And so I said, hey, listen, if I can sell this thing for $45,000, I'll be good with that. So I got the lot under contract for $38,000, thinking I can pitch it for $45,000. But the way the lot is, nobody wanted to touch it, and I just wasted time, and I had to tell the seller that, hey, listen, we got to redo the numbers. I have to be at $25,000 to potentially sell it at $31,000, $32,000, maybe, if somebody wants to deal with that. Now, when you have that type of lot, right? And as someone who builds houses, it's not that you can't build on it. You have to build a property with a basement, okay? And your build cost goes up significantly because it's like, all right, well, if I build this property with a basement and finish out the basement, and all the new construction houses are selling for $250 to $260, and here it is, I'm trying to get $330. The $330 buyer doesn't want to be in the $250 neighborhood, if that makes sense. So it's like, let me go ahead and not build that type of house and just get my numbers down on the land, which the seller denied me. So a steep hill, if you own it, it can cost you money, but if you're trying to wholesale it, man, it might not go as smooth. Another thing to look out for, does the city has easements on the property? Okay, sometimes I've had lots whereas the city will have a sewer easement running through it, and that messes up the building envelope. The building envelope is what you can build in, is what the city allows you to build in. Meaning, what I mean by that, right? So let's say the city allows you have to be 20 feet from the front of the lot and 5 feet each side. Well, your building envelope is what you can do inside that. But let's say it's an easement inside that, then you might have to build less, etc. See how far the city wants you from their easement. It's a bunch of stuff. So you have to check for that prior to buying the lot so that you don't get in a bad situation. Some builders will say you could bring in dirt and level the lot, but that does not apply to every lot. So for example, I built a house on a foundation, okay, because the way of the lot sloped. So I built the house on a foundation. Meanwhile, the guy next to me brung some dirt in and he built on a slab. A slab is basically no crawl space. It's just you lay your pad down, your cement pad down, and you start building the house on top of that. A crawl space is where you can get under the house and, you know, crawl around. And this particular crawl space that I built is so tall, like I can be hunched over and I don't have to, you know, crawl in it per se. All right. So with that being said, well, the way his lot is, the driveway becomes steep down, and that means the water sits at the bottom of the house, okay? And what he had to do, he had to add a pump there. I'm forgetting the name of it, but a $5,000 added expense so that he can pump the water out because the way he built the house. So look out for these things, man. Make sure you look at the land. And sometimes the builder's going to be wrong. All right, they don't want to hear that. They swear they know everything, but sometimes they're going to be wrong. So if you see a slope in that lot, just say, hey, we're going to build in a crawl space. All right, another thing to look out for with land, bad dirt. What is bad dirt? So bad dirt is dirt that you cannot build on top of. And I've dealt with that before, you know, and you want to call the city to ask, is it city water, city sewer? Is it city water, city sewer? Okay, you want to make sure to ask that particular question because What that means is, right? That means if it's city water or city sewer, you can just tap into the city's resources. However, in the event, right, that is not city water, city sewer, and you have to get a perk test because you have to put your own septic tank there. And with the septic tank, okay, that's where your wastewater goes. So that tank holds the wastewater. So they have to come out and check to see if your dirt is good. If your dirt is not good, then you can't put a septic tank there and the lot is garbage. Now you do have the option to hire a septic engineer to come out there and assess the lot, to come up with a solution. But in one case I had to deal with that. The solution was a $40,000 septic tank. Sheesh, you know. So fortunately, I was able to get my money out of the lot by, well, not get, I only lost like $2,000 on the lot, which isn't bad, you know, talking about real estate. So you want to check if it has city water or city sewer, because if that dirt has to get perked and it doesn't perk, the lot is basically garbage. Now, if it doesn't have city water, then you just have to dig a well, and that adds to your bill cost, okay? That adds to your bill cost. Now, at this particular time, guys, listen, if you ever dealt with bad dirt or anything of that nature, comment below. Check out this video next to me where I lost $28,000 on bad dirt. I'm Nasser, aka the real estate guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a duru because I actually do this business. Peace.